Let's check this out from our friends at Loudwire from a year ago. This is brand new to me. Haven't watched this, but the people in the chat said, you got to watch this. You got to check it out. So I thought we would do it. Musicians reacting to nu metal. I hear that the comment section is lit. We'll see. We'll see. The Knives 777 says, Deftones are still making amazing albums. Where's Green Day now? As though Green Day isn't 500 fucking times bigger than Deftones ever have been or ever will be. Okay, well, let's see. 5.5 minutes of musicians reacting to nu metal. Let's see what is in store for us. And really quick, before we go any further, have you checked out my Patreon? Patrons get early access to all my main channel videos and my podcasts. I also do giveaways sometimes. For example, I just gave away a pair of these Eargasm earplugs. And if you want me to review your music, there's a way to do that as well. All you gotta do is join at the $10 and up level. Then every month I do a call for submissions. If you want me to review something, all you got to do is drop it in the comments of that post. Then I will review it live on Twitch and post it on Patreon for everyone to see. So if that sounds cool, hit the link in the description of this video, and I appreciate your support.
I think that the metal rap thing completely sucks ass. I don't get it.
I'm with you, Billy. He said the new metal rap thing completely sucks ass. He's right, although this looks like it was sometime in the 2000s, which means that nu metal would have been a solid 10 years old. So, you know, Billy Joe was a little bit late to the trends, a little bit behind the times, but I do agree with him. It does suck.
And I don't want to get it, and I don't really mind if I don't get it.
I don't want to get it. I don't mind if I don't get it. You and me both, brother, because I am a metal elitist. I listen to death metal and thrash metal, but not the big four, not that crap like Metallica and Megadeth. I listen to real thrash metal like Dark Angel, Believer, Tourniquet, real thrash, not like that crap you hear on MTV on Headbangers Ball. Real headbangers only in the chat tonight. Right, Billy? Right, Billy Joe? That's what you're trying to say, right?
I think it's fantastic. I think the more people are cross-pollinated between different musical styles, it not only has musical implications, but it has cultural ones as well.
For Billy Corgan, very serious answer. They asked him what you think about nu metal, and he said, this has cultural implications as well. This reminds me of like a CEO asking, what's the future of AI? He answered, what do you think about nu metal? The same way as you would ask a CEO, what do you think about AI? Respect to Billy Corgan.
For better or worse, Rage Against the Machine seems to have planted the seeds for the genre that sprung up known as nu metal. My apologies.
You know, a lot of people tell me that I look like Tom Morello. I kind of see it. I kind of see it. If I put on, I don't have any sunglasses handy. I'll just pretend these are my sunglasses. Pretend that I am also old. Well, you don't have to pretend that I'm old, because I am. I am also old, and I also like to complain about nu metal. Can you tell us apart? I feel like we could be twins, right? Tom Morello, king of sounding condescending. Well, you know, I'm pretty good at being condescending too, now that you mention it. That happens to be a skill of mine as well.
I mean, because here, I will tell you what happened, though. I can tell you exactly what happened. Rage Against the Machine was a band that had great riffs and sort of created a genre and a global fan.
Humble King Tom Morello. He said, Rage Against the Machine is a band that had great riffs. Humble King.
Base that then Rage Against the Machine did not serve. We made a record every 4 years, you know, and in that gap, I remember people at our records company going like, if only there would be bands that sounded like Rage Against the Machine, but sang about girls and showed up for video shoots. And
that's right. If only there were bands that sounded like Rage Against the Machine, but they weren't fucking total virgins like you. Shout out to the Kings, Saliva, click, click, boom. Speaking of which, what's anybody got the girl from the Saliva video's number? That was one fly nu metal girl. What's the girl from the Saliva video up to now? Anybody know?
You know, and did sort of the stuff in the game, and lo and behold, a genre was born. We've never.
So Tom Morello giving himself credit for inventing the genre of nu metal.
Considered ourselves to have anything to do with that genre, and there's a lot of great music in that genre, a lot of great musicians in it, but the ethos of it tended to be much more kind of misogynist in nature, anti-women, fratty, and there was political and intellectual content to Rage Against the Machine that is singular in that sort of broad genre of music.
A political and intellectual context to Rage Against the Machine that is singular. Oh my God. I need to start wearing a fucking bandana around my neck and I'm going to tell people that I'm Tom Morello, sign autographs for him. That's what I want to do.
As far as labeling Slipknot a new metal thing, I think that really kind of came down to the time.
Imagine answering an interview question, taking yourself seriously while you're wearing this mask.
Timing when we came out, and B, the fact that we were still kind of using a lot of like hip hop elements and whatnot. But I think, honestly, we were more of a precursor to what they called the new wave of American heavy metal.
I mean, yes, I am wearing an evil clown mask. And yes, we all do wear matching jumpsuits. And yes, we do have a bunch of evil clowns on stage bashing on trash cans. And yes, I did do a song called Jump to Fuck Up. But no, we're not new metal. I mean, what in the world would be new metal about us? Other than all of those things. Other than the fact that I'm wearing an evil clown mask and a jumpsuit right now. And I was on a song called Jump to Fuck Up. Why would anybody call us new metal?
We're mentioned in the same breath as Korn, as Deftones, as, all of these bands, White Zombie, Rob Zombie. I mean, those are good names to be associated with.
I agree.
They're still around doing it. They're some of my good friends, and they're still pushing the boundaries musically. Korn and Deftones especially, Deftones with White Pony, it was night and day from what they had done with Around the Fur, or even the first.
Has there ever been a band that accepted their genre, right? Like, it's always like, they'll give some answer like, a lot of people call us thrash metal, but I really consider us more like progressive speed metal with some crossover touches. People say we're thrash metal. I don't really hear it. I don't understand that. Why don't you just say, yeah, we're a new metal band? Like if someone was to say to me, Finn Mckenty, many people have said your videos are like a combination of Nick Nocturnal and Anthony Fantano, but shitty. I would say, yes, that is correct. My videos are like a shitty combination of Nick Nocturnal and Anthony Fantano. You were correct. Just take it. That's all. Just accept the label.
It is almost like, they allowed bands like us and, a ton of other bands to be able to, to have the freedom to explore.
I love the riffs. I love that guitar player dressing up and looking like an alien. I think that's awesome. And I
look at Sebastian. Who is this? Bitch is hot. Who is this and where can I meet her? That's what I want to know. I don't love her hair. She's got a little bit of the, kind of 80s mom hair, which I'm not super into, but she seems cool. Gorgeous face. Is she in a band or who is she? I don't know.
Love, the attitude. You want to.
She likes new metal, so she's cool with me.
Face. Who can't relate to that?
Ready to light up that Virginia Slim. That's right. She's the cool mom. She'll let you drink. I know that you're gonna do it. So I'd rather you do it here with us. I like her. She's the cool mom.
What do Tool think of the new breed of sports metal acts with their
sports metal? What? Said, what did Tool think of the new breed of sports metal acts?
What do Tool think of the new breed of sports metal acts with their big shorts and accompanying DJs such as Linkin?
With their big shorts and accompanying DJs. Ladies and gentlemen, we just found a new genre, sports metal. This video should have been called Musicians Reacting to Sports Metal. Much better name than new metal. Corey Taylor. Many people have said that Slipknot is one of the founding fathers of sports metal. What do you think? He would say, yeah, I've always thought that. A lot of people, called us hard rock or heavy metal. I've always thought of it as sports metal, personally.
Linkin Park.
It's kind of hard to really put those things in a category of band. It's more like a...
Wait, I thought this was Tool, but why did they get Eminem in here asking about sports metal?
If there was like another Billboard chart. Band? No, they're like Slip Biscuit or whatever that stuff.
He said, no, it's like Slip Biscuit or whatever they're called. This is like the fucking, the people who pretend to be clueless about pop culture like it's some fucking badge of honor. I don't know who any of these people are. Who is Justin Bieber? I don't care about Justin Bieber. Who's Kate Kardashian? Sorry, but I don't know who any of these people are. Like these people who think that it's cool to be clueless.
There should be like a separate Billboard chart that has to do with clever marketing plans. You know, so like McDonald's be right up there with McNuggets. Then like, you know, those bands you mentioned would be up there.
Oh my God. This is Maynard acting like he's so much cooler than nu metal. How many songs does Tool have about fucking jerking off? Who is this man to get up on his high horse as though like he's making some sort of sophisticated art? Like every fucking song is about jerking off or butt stuff.
That's how those should be rated. That's that kind of a chart. They shouldn't really be on a music chart.
There we go. Berber dang. Jinjer.
Yeah, mix it with stepping and then it kind of sounds bigger.
Are you influenced by Ryan Martini?
Yeah, it's obvious.
The Berber
yeah.
dang. Are you influenced by Ryan Martini of Mudvayne? I will say, you know, I'm not the world's biggest fan of Mudvayne, but anybody who says that that man is anything other than a bad motherfucker on bass is out of their mind. Shout out to Ryan Martini. He is a great bassist.
Yeah.
There it is, the Berber dang.
Berber dang thing
Yes.
is now a meme. This guy definitely stepped over all limits which were before him and managed to implement a number of new techniques, and not only just pure techniques but also ways musically playing some scales.
Finally, somebody that doesn't think they're too cool for fucking nu metal, or should I say sports metal. Jinjer, putting some respect on sports metal.
Wow, what does the guys with the dreads does?
I'm the DJ, bitch.
The DJ. Now that nu metal is cool again, I need to see a return of tribal tattoos. That's what I want to see. You got to have the tribals and the cornrows and the zany facial hair, or it's not real nu metal. All you guys in nu metal bands playing your rehashed Slipknot and Limp Bizkit riffs, that's cool. But I'm not going to respect you until you bring back the cornrows and tribal tattoos. And chain wallets and the wrist cuffs. That's what I want to see. Until then, you're all posers to me. You're false metalers in my book until you bring back the tribals.
I'm the singer, rapper. I could do both, son.
Rap rock band with the DJ.
Yeah, that's us, motherfucker.
Somebody tell this band what year it is.
They're kidding. He just means the business is tough. That's all.
I mean, I haven't heard it.
Definitely need Jankos too.
And I don't like anything about you. That's what I mean.
Everything I do with rhythm.
Okay, Tommy Lee from Methods of Mayhem, the man who wrote the single best line in the history of nu metal, "Shooting My Jizzy Jizzle." You guys remember that from his song Get Naked?
Shooting my jizzy jizzle.
All I gotta say is Joyner Lucas been real quiet since Tommy Lee dropped this heat. That's all I gotta say. Tommy Lee, looking like your weird aunt that owns a pottery store on the other side of town, and you wonder, how does she stay in business? What does she do? She's only there like 3 hours a week, and nobody ever goes there. How does she stay in business? That's Tommy Lee, your weird artsy aunt that owns a pottery store, and also wrote the line, "Shooting My Jizzy Jism."
And just because you're singing a track or screaming a track that feels like it's rap, no, I never claimed to be a rapper. I took a heap of fucking bullshit for that, and I was like, you know what, whatever. I know what it is. It's me being rhythmic.
Tommy Lee also does not want to be called nu metal. I would just say, Tommy, would you feel better if people asked you if you were a sports metal artist? That's all. I just feel like sports metal feels a lot better than nu metal, right? End the stigma. End the stigma of nu metal. Usher in the era of sports metal.
I listen to that record now, and that fucking record was way ahead of its time. And I'm going to do this right now. Yeah, Tommy, it was.
All right. I'll pat you on the back too. And also, can I smell your finger, Tommy? If I pat you on the back as one of the godfathers of sports metal, can I smell your finger? Is that weird? Is that weird? If it is, if it is, that's fine. Just maybe just a little, I don't know. That's all I'm asking. Just a little whiff. That's all. Chino from Deftones, they're asking him about sports metal. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I'm guessing that Chino is probably very uptight, probably hates being called nu metal, even though obviously they were a nu metal band in the beginning.
It's a melting pot of all kinds of sound, you know. We grew up kind of in I guess you'd call it the hood, whatever. And our early roots, I think, musically come from a lot of different places, from disco to, being in the beginning of new wave music. There's so much great music in all these genres. Why not just, utilize the best of whatever you like and put it in and hopefully be able to do it so it's not so contrived, It's just because for us, it was natural.
What? Chino did not discuss sports metal. I'm disappointed. That part was BS. Is this Sam Dunn from Banger TV? We need him to get back on a plane, meet up with Chino again and say, Chino, I never got your thoughts on sports metal. In my life, I cannot rest until I have your thoughts on sports metal. Well, there we have it. Musicians reacting to nu metal from our friends at Loudwire. I feel like the most important thing we took away from all this is sports metal. That's it. Sports metal is here. Nu metal is dead. Long live sports metal. That's what I think.